Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Trudograd with me, BringItDon. The hunting rifle laying on the ground here. See what else they threw on the ground for us. Custom revolver. A whole bunch of stuff. Well, sweet. We're encumbered, but not by a whole lot. Alright, so 10%, 2%, 7%. Now we got some stuff from Hexogen. Get him back in our party. I might drop something on the ground for now just so I can run around. There we go. Alright, let's read his journal. So Genadievna's journal, smelling of either perfume or some cologne. Its old day planner is clearly used as a diary. Chronicles of Genadievna, the Capricious Princess. August. How wonderful it feels to sneak out for a walk on a warm summer night. Wearing only your fish nets and a light dress, your high heels in your hands, your heart shivering in anticipation. Yesterday, Genadievna managed just that. At around 8 hours. A Kosmatov Square. The capricious princess met a bored boy. He asked her what time it was, and when she replied without turning to face him, he found something funny in her voice and started bad-mouthing her. The brute. I kicked the little jerk's teeth in and broke his nose. That'll teach him some respect. September. Princess Genadievna was very capricious after reading the newspaper, where they said that the temperature during the afternoons would fall as low as 9 degrees Celsius. However, nature itself probably took pity on the cute little baby doll and gifted her with a few warm nights. In a light blue dress and a warm sweater, Genadievna decided to stroll around Kazakov Street and visit Trotsuk Square. It was as if she didn't know that these places were hotspots for drunken, rough sailor boys from portside. Or maybe the naughty girl knew that, and decided to tease the thirsty sailors with her pretty little legs. Great delight filled her soul as she paraded herself, listening to dirty, drunken catcalls. I'm so beautiful, so attractive, thought the princess, as she played with her favorite fire red wig. Oh my god, how amazing it is to be a princess. A few times she had to punch the lights out of a few especially nasty jerks though. There was this one who wasn't drunk enough, and spotted something as he came closer. Sons of guns like that need to be put down. Ugly jerks. Look at yourselves before insulting someone else's beauty. October. As a rule, all pretty baby dolls sadly need to follow. If you want to wear pretty skirts in October, you have to wear warm woolen pantaloons underneath. Princess Genadievna didn't take these words of wisdom lightly. Her mood went down from the usual 10, became closer to something like 5. Oh, how she wished that she didn't have to wear these accursed pantaloons and underpants under her skirt. Oh, how nostalgic it was for her to remember warm summers, when she could wear nothing at all beneath her delicate satin-draped frame. These thoughts of better times made her heart beat faster, her head spin, and her well-sized... Next few words are scratched out. November. This month, the capricious princess's chances to sneak out were next to 9%. Not the best of numbers. First off, she had to spend a ton of time dealing with Vitya Bagration, and settle the argument with the Northerners. Also, some of the guys in the gang started spreading rumors. None of them knew about the princess's habit of sneaking out into the city, but someone said something, and they started snooping about. I had to prove them wrong with a couple of punches. Also, word on the street is the secret cartel wants poor baby Genadievna dead. Yes, the secret cartel. They probably don't like us selling Lotus from the basement base. With sadness in her eyes, the capricious princess said her farewells to her beautiful wigs and dresses, went on to fake her own death. Alas. That was quite the story. A bag of money and a Smith & Wesson revolver. Makes 44. Okay, so ignore armor 10%, 10% chance of causing panic, and stun chance 8%. An old pre-revolutionary revolver. This weapon is in good condition. It's pretty obvious that it was looked after. And a bag of money. Just by what is written on the bag, there are 10,000 rubles in it. When you pull the cord that ties the bag, see that the sum consists of 1, 3, and 5 ruble notes. The contents of the safe are significantly less bountiful than Pencil described. 10,000 rubles and a revolver isn't pocket change. You have to share more than half this money with your motley crew. So, how many millions are we talking about? I don't want to upset you, Lyoka, but it's only 10 grand. So we risked our butts, made enemies of some gangsters, and broke the law for that. I knew it would turn out like this. I should have told you to screw off when I was offered this lousy gig. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. As you exit the vault, Pencil heaves a sigh of relief, never taking his eyes off the robbery victims, who wisely decided to surrender. We have to get out of here. Some dope was loafing around the door. He might have even peeked in. When I looked outside, he was already gone. I bet it was one of Genadievna's cronies. Game over, man. This is it. We're as good as dead ski. They'll kill us for sure. Oh yes, I'll see to it personally. Shut up. The dude must have realized what's going on. I ran to get help. Let's move out, gentlemen. There's still time. Just enough for you to explain why there was only 10 grand in the vault. Pencil's jaw drops and his eyes go wide. He turns a quizzical look at Genadievich. There's nothing in the safe. Some dimes. We're gonna die for that. Wait a second. What do you mean nothing? They make 100 in a week here. We do. Every night we transfer the money to several different safe places. We've been watching this place how long, and never once noticed. Jeez. Talk about amateurs. Son of a gun. Anyway, it's still good money. Let's go before reinforcements show up. Yeah, this much is clear. We gotta run, guys. Allowed ourselves to get too relaxed. That's what got us into this mess. Alright, let's get out of here. See the cellar exit. The deed is done. Do you want to leave now? Walk away.
You shoot out of the joint, into the empty street, in the back of Mika the Wheel's car, before even taking a breath of the clean outdoor air. The driver gives you a quick look and puts the pedal to the metal. With an ear-splitting screech, a Moscovich comes out of the gate behind you, followed closely by a menacing Ish 2125. A thug with a pistol is scanning the scene from the Ish. He points at your car, and the pursuit is on. As calm as a Zen Buddhist, and skillful as an F1 pilot despite the buzz of bullets all around, Mika takes you swiftly and smoothly through the maze of narrow streets, busy market squares, and tram stops, drifts of snow, and patches of broken road. all the way to the suburbs.
I grasp your seat tightly.
So hard it seems he's going to break through the car's floor. This is the moment when the light as a feather Ish spins out of control, flips upside down into the ditch, and explodes as if loaded with TNT. The other, heavily armored car breaks immediately. Having lost their leader, the remaining thugs have also lost any interest in pursuing you. Mika drags his eyes from the rearview mirror with a grin. At last, you're on your way to safety.
Alright, let's head for the outskirts.
At a more conventional speed, you cruise smoothly past ordinary people and police officers racing to the scene of the spectacular crash. The gate guards are so focused on the explosion, they take no notice of you. Mika drives you to the small suburban market without trouble and rolls to a stop.
Alright, get out of the car. Now you inspect your surroundings. The outskirts of Trudograd changed it all in your absence. It really doesn't look like it. Huh, haven't had that much fun in a long while. Did you see how they blew up? I've always said, you can't beat talent with alcoholism. The Yuka the lab assistant doesn't share Mika's attitude. Trembling, he removes the kerchief covering his face and stares nervously at the city gates. Awesome, you passed with flying colors. Nice skills, Mika. A kind word is always welcome. However, we didn't do this gig for sport. What about the money? Yeah, about the money. I have 10,000 rubles right here. Only 10,000? Gosh darn it. Pencil, you idiot. Not just pencil. I'm an idiot as well. And you're an idiot too, since you agreed to do this good for nothing heist. Oh please, it's not a bad payout. Except when you divide it 4 ways. Yeah, there would have been even less without me. I deserve a bigger cut. I guess that's true. We'll give you some extra, as long as you don't ask for even more afterwards. Not prepared to divide the loot. You quickly divide the stolen loot. Your cut comes to 2,950 rubles. Hey, I meant we came out a little shy of the 1,000,000 rubles I estimated. It was an honest mistake. At least we didn't walk out of there empty-handed. To be honest, I was hoping for more. If I knew how tiny the payout would be, I'd never have joined this crazy operation. It was an adventure, Leoka. It was fun. After all, what is money? Just paper. A smart man can always get more paper, but the experience you got this day is a rare thing indeed. That Gennadievich fellow seemed to know you from before. How did that happen? We worked together. I got my hands on some pre-war weapons, and he sold them onto Krasno. We used to have a guy there who resold the stuff, a bearded fellow in the catacombs beneath the town. That part of the waste is wild. You can hardly take 2 steps before finding yourself knee-deep in cultists and bandits, so weapons are always a high-value commodity. I should have guessed that Gennadievich still has ties to the border guard and the highway patrol. He is referencing people that we could speak to in the base game. Who do you think those guys were who chased us? Gennadievich's partners in the cockfighting business, definitely. My guess is Azmet Brass Knuckles and Sergei Bonebreaker. Azmet was their leader, so he's probably the one who blew the heck up. I'll remind you about your promise. Tell me what you know about Professor Goryachev. Yeah, about Goryachev. The professor used to be a customer of mine. I was buying rusty old gadgets and gewgaws. Now these were stolen goods, mind you. And before you ask, no. He had no qualms about that fact. And no, I have no idea why he wanted all that junk. In any case, a couple of times he shared his fears with me. Said that the boys from the secret services are watching him. I didn't believe it at first, but then I started noticing things myself. One time, a black car stood parked under his window for days. Some dude was sneaking about near his door. Once I even saw a guy with binoculars across the street. At first I got kind of scared, thinking they were trying to capture me, but it wasn't about me at all. They weren't even ordinary cops. I think Goryachev did something to attract the secret police, the Trudograd security service. Do you have any idea what they wanted with the old man? Not a clue. Only, I did hear that he worked on something top secret for the government back before the war. Maybe that's why they were watching him. I see. What happened later? Can't say. All I know is that when I came a-knocking one day with some transistors he asked for, he was already gone. The other dude he talked to was living there. After a quick furtive look around, Pencil gestures you to come closer, and whispers hoarsely. My guess is the old man was sent to the Ram's Horn. It's a secret prison somewhere in Trudograd. Anyone who actively resists the ones in power, dabbles in terrorism, or simply knows too much, that someone gets thrown in there. Get it? The professor isn't just some retired old goat who spent his days feeding the birds. For the war, he's a top-ranking scientist. I bet my left buttock he knew some state secrets. Secrets of the utmost importance. Now that our current leaders have mostly dealt with the problems Trudograd has faced since the war, they finally had the time to kidnap and silence Goryachev. How's that for a theory? A government conspiracy theory. You should try writing a novel, buddy. Now, can you tell me where this Ram's Horn is located? Nobody knows. There's a rumor that the entrance is somewhere in the upper tier of the city, where all the rooftop buildings are. I can't check that out for myself, though, and I don't want to either. So that's that. Here's my advice. I'm only saying this because I like you. Don't risk your butt investigating this thing. It'd be bad for your health. I get it. Well, time to wrap this up. Yeah, we should probably lay low for a while. Mika's car is too well known in the city now. We'll hide out somewhere until the bacon gets tired of looking for us. In a month or two, we can come back. We should definitely skip town. Let Genadievich's pals forget about us as well. Hey Mika, I have to close up shop too. I just hope nobody breaks into my place while I'm gone. That'd be a massive hit to my reputation as a master locksmith. Sure. Listen, we're the usual suspects around here. We better disappear. I don't think you have anything to worry about, since you're new in town. After exchanging handshakes with everyone, you watch your former partners in crime get into the car and leave the city. When you lose sight of them in the fog, there's nothing left for you to do but to move on. Just then, Old Man Hexgen sneaks up and taps you on the shoulder. Whether they've been hiding behind a nearby snow pile or drinking at a tavern is a mystery to you. So, your criminal buddies have finally left. Thank science for that. I was worried I'd have to go back to writing those awful boring novels to stay afloat. Now we can continue our thrilling adventures. Squadala, we're off. Alright, so we have some stuff for him. Actually, you know what? He doesn't need both of these. They both take 30. Alright, what does he have equipped? He doesn't have anything on his face. Kind of curious. 34 and 22. None of these are as good. I mean, 3 skill points per level is pretty good. I don't know if I want to get rid of that yet. Alright, I guess we need to find something for him. We need to sell some stuff anyway. Alright, sitting on a ton of money. We don't need the sawed-off shotgun. Get rid of some of this junk real fast. Do you have any logs to buy? I don't see any. Oh, that's more than he has. Alright, take that back. Alright, if I go to the merchant, do we have any more quests here? I don't think we do. This is the one that I can't do yet. I think we'll go to the weapons merchant in the scrap quarter. Or sorry, the apple salesman. He usually has a ton of money. We'll sell a few things and then pursue another quest. Wait, we leveled up as well. Now we're getting there. Let's see. So I might go ahead and grab this. Get +1 action point as a one-time permanent bonus and +1 health points for every second level till the bonus reaches 30. And that's an extra 14 HP. Actually, no, this health regen might be better. So in combat, you gain +10 health points every turn in case you have less than 40% of your max health. Since we have so much health, that 40% threshold isn't that bad. And 15 if you're less than 20%. So I'm going to grab this. That'll save me some healing. Which will also reduce the chances of me becoming addicted to something. How about Hexogen? He leveled up yet? He has, perfect. This is unlocked, so experience for killing with the weapons governed by the skill increases by 10%. Maybe some martial arts up to 115. Do something like that for right now. And then maybe crafting up to 30. I don't think he really needs anything else, does he? We'll give him this. He gets a healing bonus. Still has 5 points left. Let's see. Sure, we're good to grab that. I guess we get some martial arts stuff too, since he has a lot of points into that. Martial arts damage plus 10%. Yeah, I mean that's a worthwhile investment for 1 point. Heck yeah. And we'll stop there. All right. I mean, we can also go loot that guy's house. Leoka's house. As much as I would like. I wonder if there's any attachments for the sledgehammer. Oh, I think we'll grab this for now. We should have enough to exchange for it. We're close to anyway. Cool, so I don't actually have to give this to Hexogen in order for him to craft it. That's an awesome quality of life feature. This gives us +1 to sequence, and -10 to weapon skill requirement, which, that part doesn't matter. The +1 to sequence might be good. His door's not even shut, so doesn't matter if it was locked or not. Alright, so now I need to find, was it 2 more logs? Let's see if anybody here sells any. Heavy metal spear. Oh, custom bayonet. Oh, hammer weight. That's what I was looking for. Really good stuff here. I'm gonna grab this. Using the saber. She has some really good stuff. Got the Hexogen. I want to carry that around. Let's see. This is a start. That saves us a lot of money. Actually, how does that compare to our current knife? Hold on. I have a Soviet knife. Never mind. Alright, let's go ahead and... Wait, I can't do it with this one? Axe, hammer, spike club, champion's cudgel, Stioja mace, heavy metal spear, battle axe. It's a okay, put it on the hammer. Okay, well, misread it. That's fine. We have it for future, for the, we find something better. Alright, what other quests do we have? So I'm looking for a log of it. Anybody have a log? That's... or 2. I need 2 logs.
Какая приятная встреча.
Какая приятная встреча.
Привет, ты хочешь поговорить?
I think... I guess someone back at the outskirts probably has it. Oh, is he gone? Alright, let's go back to the outskirts. I'm gonna check all the merchants there, because we only need 2. I can knock out the first part of that quest. I feel like I'm not getting a lot done right now, but we're working on it. I don't see any logs on this guy.
Это для меня честь.
Now he has what I'm looking for.
Какая приятная встреча. Ну, здравствуй.
He has a ton of money too. Doubt they have anything. Let's go check the inn. Someone has to sell logs. Like, someone always sells logs. Someone at the docks probably sells it, and that's where we need to go anyway, so we'll go check that out in just a moment. Gosh darn it. I forgot his radio. I'm gonna try fixing that again. We also increased our speechcraft. I talked to that old man in the brothel. He had a speechcraft check that I couldn't pass earlier. Well, darn. Okay. Nope, don't go that way. Do not go that way. There's mines over there. Alright, well, wasted a bunch of time here. We'll go back to the docks in the next episode. We will see if we can't find the last 2 logs that we need. Someone has to sell them. And then we'll talk to the old man in the brothel about his... Well, the same guy we had to talk to about the logs, actually. The speechcraft check. Your attention is attracted by a weird symbol painted on a garage door. Used syringes and cigarette butts litter the ground. Graffiti covers the grimy walls. It all makes sense now. You're in gang territory. A group of criminals are searching the street close by. You don't have much time to decide on a strategy. Fight your way out of it. It all went according to plan. A pretty lie convinces the bandits you're one of them. They awkwardly ask for forgiveness and scurry away. After your stunning win, you're free to continue your journey. A straight insult makes you tense up. From the dark entrance to an orthodontist office emerges a group of local bandits. They're cruising for bruising. Are you? You begin a heartfelt speech about the biases of violence. You stutter a little bit, but it seems that it worked. Bad guys shake your hand and leave. All's well that ends well. More unique dialogue for stuff like that than I was expecting. You do the same thing, but it's different dialogue depending on the encounter, which is nice. Alright, we'll call it here. Might even look for the logs off camera. And then we'll open up by talking to the old man next episode. What? The old friend Big Bow approaches with a smug grin. He gestures you to come closer. Time to pay up, Guelo. Good news is the price hasn't changed. It's still 50 rubles. Why'd I pay you? Fine, take the money. At some point, I'm gonna stop paying him. I don't know when, but eventually. Either way, I'm gonna call the episode here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.